Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here. Now I was recently lucky enough to be sent a free copy of Bad Choices by Ali Almossawi in return for an honest review. Well, this here is that review. When I was sent this book, I didn't know a huge amount about it. I thought the cover was really appealing. I knew it was about algorithms because it says on the title the kind of subheading is how algorithms can help you think smarter and live happier. And it was clearly to do puzzle based, and that intrigued me. It's quite a short read and I thought it was worth giving it a go. Now the way this book is set up is it's basically split into different chapters which deal with different kind of patterns and different elements. So each chapter sets you up with a story that gives you a sort of scenario, a problem solving, a sorting situation, and it describes it in a story format, which I think is really good because it helps you to understand the puzzle. It helps you to understand the algorithm in real terms. After that, it outlines sort of two or more methods of approaching this problem, and then it discusses in great detail with graphs and charts and beautiful things the science behind it, basically. And it ends up by saying something like, here's how you can match your socks in a really sensible way. Basically, my summary of this book would be that it's a really smart guy trying to explain really complicated things in a simple way. I didn't enjoy it. I gave this book 2 stars on Goodreads, which is the only book I've given 2 stars to this year. I think for me the most disappointing thing was the misleading title, because the title implies that it's going to give you some information on how algorithms can help you to lead a better life, to be more successful. It even said, can help you think smarter and live happier, and on the back, the secret recipe for modern success. And actually, the only things I found out in here were things I already knew, like how to match socks in the most sensible way possible and how to go about writing a shopping list to go to a supermarket. I don't feel that any of those things are going to help me think smarter and live happier. Nothing in this book did that for me. And I think that was the biggest disappointment, because I kind of had in my head that it would feel more relevant. Actually, it would discuss an issue and then give me ideas on how this would be more relevant to my life, and it just didn't feel that it did that. So the misleading title was a big yuck for me. Unfortunately for me, there was way too much complicated language. It came as quite a shock to me, I think. I had in my head that here's a guy trying to explain complicated things in a simple way. He'll use simple language, but he really did not. I'll read you one sentence from this beautiful page. Once we remove the top node, the heap's first property is broken, and so it invokes its rebalancing algorithm, which involves replacing the empty node with the last node in the heap and then checking that new root node against the smallest of its children to see if it needs to be swapped. I don't think I understand a single part of that sentence, and I found that really annoying that it actually didn't break it down for me. In terms of positives, I mean, it did. You could really feel when you were reading it that he was trying really hard to make it relatable, to make it humorous, and he did that at times, but not consistently enough, I think, and the downsides overrode that. Another thing that I found really difficult was that there was no middle ground. I consider myself to be a relatively intelligent person who can understand things on a higher level than here's how to match some socks. But I don't think that I have enough scientific knowledge to be able to do logarithms and nodes and invoking regularities. But there was nothing in between. It went, here's an idea for matching your socks, blah, 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 blah. And I wanted middle ground. I wanted something somewhere in between to help me to understand the complicated stuff, and it wasn't there. I think this is a great idea for a book. I really like it. It was really positive the way that he tried to take complicated things, algorithms and science, and explain them, but I think it just missed the mark. It just didn't achieve that for me. So a little disappointing. I was glad it was short, otherwise I would never have finished it. If you've read this book or read something similar, then let me know below. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.